everybody, what's up? It's Kristen and I am back at you with another plan with me. I am back on my channel planning Kalo. I am so hype about it. It feels good. I have actually filmed like 4 videos today, so I'm like kind of drained, but it's fine. It's fine because this video is a long time coming and I'm very excited to film it. And well, I've already filmed it, but it looks amazing. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It looks amazeballs. It might be one of my favorite monthly spreads ever, even though it is incomplete for like a couple of things, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to talk about it. So yes, I am using this gorgeous birthday kit from Otter Prints Co. They are a Canadian shop. I picked it up during the Canadian planner sale, and yes, I am loving it. I really liked this art, and I thought about using this art for like my actual birthday week, but I don't know. I just really loved the kit that I used. If you haven't seen it, I used a Saucy Sticker Co kit, and it was gorgeous. It's hands down like my favorite spread I've ever done. I don't know, like there's just something about it. I feel like I tried a couple of different things and they all just worked out really well for once. So I'm like really, really happy with the way it turned out. But with that being said, I was excited to find a monthly kit in this art, and Otter Prints Co. is like a really great quality shop. In my opinion, they're kind of like a SPC dupe, so you don't have to spend as much money, but you still get as great of a product. So that's kind of like what really drew me to them. And after receiving it in person, I could definitely say that the quality stays up to par. So throughout this entire video, you are going to see me tear this washi up and down, left and right, side to side, diagonal, whatever, you know, every which way practically, because I saw Mandy Plans do it in her monthly review. And I think there's only one box that doesn't have a strip of washi into it some way or somehow. So I think it looks amazing. Like, I really like the way it looks. This kit is very delicate, so I did pull in a ton of simply gilded washi to kind of spice it up a bit, and I'm really happy with the ones that I chose. So I just dropped one of them. I was gonna like talk about them and hold them in my hand, even though you can't fucking see what I'm doing. So I have like a couple of 5mm that I pulled in. Everything is in like mostly champagne gold foil, except for this clear tape that I have from Girl Boss Anna. That's like a header tape. And typically you'll put them over like your glitter headers just to add a little bit of foil on top. But I have been pulling them in as if it was a washi, just for like an extra little foil background on some of these boxes, and it turned out really, really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about each day, and then I'm gonna get ahead of myself, I'm sure, in the video, but it's fine. Like, I don't really care. On Thursday, August 1st, I spent the entire day prepping for the Scribble Prints Co. planner party, and I hand wrote all of my notes that were my swaps, all of the things that were in my table swap bags. I hand wrote everything, so it took me quite a bit of time because I made well over 200 swaps, and then I made like mystery kit grab bags, like just a bunch of stuff. Like, I went all out. I spent a lot of money on it because I wanted to meet as many people as possible. It was completely worth it, don't get me wrong, but it did take a lot of time because I probably prepped for SPC's party for like a month. It was pretty incredible. But it was a good time, and it was definitely worth it to get to meet everybody, so I really had a good time. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. My dad or my mom is coming in home, and my dogs go crazy every single time they come inside the house. Moving on to Friday, I spent the day driving to Austin. I did a couple of other things this day. Gosh, now that I'm like talking about it, I'm like blanking. Oh yeah. So whenever I got to Austin, I met up with a friend of a friend who is now my friend. So I call her Thea because it's my friend's Thea, which means aunt in Spanish. So we met up with Thea, and we actually got to stay at her house, which was super nice of her. And, you know, we just had a really great time. She took me out to dinner for my birthday. We got a couple drinks, and then we went back to the house and then played a couple drinking games with some of her friends and then her family. And it was just a really good time. And I actually wore a flapper dress to the party, and I like made it, quote unquote, made it from Goodwill, and it actually looked really shitty. Like, I knew it did. Like, I sewed the fringe on myself, but I sewed it on like, I don't even know, like at 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday night after I had finished doing everything from work. It was just a lot, and so I knew it was really ugly, so I brought a backup dress because if I didn't feel confident enough to wear it to the party, I wasn't going to. But then, lucky for me, Thea is a seamstress, and so when she saw me pull out that dress, she was like, absolutely fucking not, you are not walking out of the house looking like that. So she like fixed my dress immediately, and then Myra and Drew, my 2 best friends, like totally spoiled me, and then they like did my nails and stuff. It was so nice. And then on Saturday, of course, it was the SPC party, but it was also my birthday, which is why I kind of like did some stuff on the side. side. I made like an extender box and all that jazz. I don't really want to talk about it because I felt like I spent an entire video the week of talking about it and like doing a voiceover and like telling you guys my experience and what I did and how much fun I had. So I kind of don't want to get into it. I will link that video down below if y'all really want to hear about it, or you can just message me on Instagram. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to talk about it again. But on to the 4th, I actually had a really terrible day. There were some definitely high moments in that day, but for the most part, like when I look back on it in my head, I just remember like these very specific instances that just like really ticked me off. Like I don't really get peeved that often. I get peeved often, but I don't get like pissed. Like it takes a lot out of me for me to like yell or to yell at you, or like I'm a very vocal person, but for me to step that far out and just like yell, like to be overcome with emotion, it takes a lot, just because I majored in PR or public relations in college. So one of the first things you learn is you don't speak out of emotion. You speak like you articulate what you're trying to get across. So words are super important to me, but that day I said fuck words and I yelled. So I used a fuck today script from Letters to Apollo and then like an eye rolling munchkin from Once More Love to mark that day in because it sucked. On to the 5th, I used a Snorlax emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark in that I slept in and had like a nice little fat nap. And then I also organized like my sticker desk area, so I used a doodle from Papershire. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think Papershire just changed their name. Like they still have all the same stuff in their shop as Toffee Bananas, but they just have different names now, I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyways. And then on to the 6th, now you can't see it because I'm so fucking annoying, but on the 6th I worked, so I used a half-foiled hexagon from the Saucy Sticker Co. and then a work label also from the Saucy Sticker Co. to mark that in. I was at Kate Spade, and then my boyfriend took me to an Astros game that day because he is the most wonderful human being on the planet, and we got to watch our Astros play. It was actually an interesting day because that Astros game, there were like, we got nachos, duh, and then a cockroach like crawled into our area and was like all up in my business. It was very uncomfortable. Like I went to go complain and I was like, yo, like can someone give me new nachos because I'm not going to eat these, like a cockroach was in it. And they like refunded me, don't get me wrong, but they were just like looking at me like, don't say that cockroach word out loud. And I was like, I almost said the COCK word, like don't say the COCK word, but I'm like, I'm a classy woman, I'm not going to say that on the internet. I'm sure like 2 months ago I would have, but today, not today. I'm in a mood. I have my earrings in. I'm trying to be a classy woman. On to the 7th. It was my first day of teacher in service, so I kind of just washied it the fuck up, and I just made like a cute little collage of washi, if you will, and then used a nerdy emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. and then a book stack doodle from Saucy Sticker Co. No, super cute. And then on to the 8th, I had like a massive to-do list already from my job. Like thinking back on it, I thought it was massive then, but now that I think back on it, I'm like, would be nice if only I could have that type of list again, but it is what it is. And then I also marked in with I don't even know what this character is called, but it's one of the girls from like Otter Prints Co, and they all have different names. I don't know what this one's name is, I'm sorry, but she's super cute and she has like books, and I used that to mark in that I had to sort through a million books is what it felt like, and come up with an organization system for the new library on our campus. And then on to the 9th, I had a date night, so I used a half-foiled hexagon in like that bright pink again. And I think this is from the daiquiri sheet. Actually, it is, yeah. It's from the daiquiri colorway if you're looking for that specific shade. And then I used a date night script from the Paper Kumiko that I got from Margaret at the SPC party. So they're actually really cute, and I've been using them a lot in the past couple of weeks, so I love. On the 10th, I marked in that I had work again, just over some washi, and then I used that Saucy Sticker Co. work label one more time. From this point forward, if I mark work, I am marking my part-time job, which is Kate Spade, not my full-time job at the school, so just know that. I know it kind of gets confusing, but unless I specifically say, like, went to the library on a Saturday, like, just know it's Kate Spade. Yes, and then I kind of decluttered just a bunch of different things around the house. On to the 11th, because I'm apparently going so fast. I went to work at Kate Spade from 5 to 10, and I marked the hours for this one instead of like how I did on Saturday, because on this one, on Sundays, we're supposed to close at 6, so it was like an overnight floor set shift. So I wanted to mark that in case like I got my time card and I was like, what the fuck, this is weird. But no, it was intentional. So I also did some online shopping this day because it was one of the last days of tax-free weekend in Texas. So I picked up a bunch of like work clothes and some shoes and stuff, and I'm like very excited about it because I'm starting to get them all in the mail and they are so cute. And I say starting to because I had like so many things happen, like my credit card, and then I had to get a new credit card number. So I had to like call people and I was like, yo, like, no, I want the other price, like blah, 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 blah. So it took me a while to get there because like I didn't notice for like 2 weeks that my card was declined. It's fine. It's a good time. It's fine. And then on the 12th, I had to order my bridesmaid dress. I think I mentioned it before on my channel, but my brother is getting married and I am a bridesmaid and I had to get my dress ordered. So that's going to come in December, so stay tuned for that. I'm not really hype about the dress, but it's like fine. Like it's not my day, but like it's just not my day. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, and then on to the 13th, I used a pack script. I think I had that as a custom. I used a packing script made by Kenzie's Creations as a custom to mark in that I had to pack up a bunch of boxes of books, and then I used a foil box icon from the Planning City, and then I marked with a foiled laptop from Letters to Apollo that I had to open up a bunch of emails at work and just send a bunch of emails myself. So that was that. And then on to the 14th, I used another book stack doodle from the Saucy Sticker Co. and then a heart from Clever Gal Crafts. The book stack was just to mark in that I was working with books all fucking day. No big, big shocker. I'm a damn librarian and I'm like, oh, you're working with books. Great job, Kristen. And then the Clever Gal Crafts heart was to mark in that I just had to film. And then across the 15th, 16th, and 17th, I marked in with a bunch of washi that I was doing some hard ass labor in the library. This was like moving days for me. So I was like moving shelves around, pushing books out, like, oh my God, it was just so strenuous. Like my body still hurts. This is the week that I legitimately woke up and realized like, bitch, take your ass to the chiropractor. Like you have did it. And Miss Ma'am needs to go to the chiropractor. So that's what that was. And then I also marked in on the 16th that I had a teacher training with a little rabbit thing from Pretty and Prim Co. And then with a half-foiled hexagon again, I marked in that I had dinner on that Saturday with my parents. And then on to the 18th, which is what I'm currently doing. I didn't do anything this entire day, but I looked back in my Instagram messages and I noticed that I messaged all the 5 days of giveaways winners that were from earlier in the month for my birthday. I messaged all of them to like either A, let them know, hey, sorry I suck at shipping, or B, hey, you won. So it was kind of like a good mix of both. So I went ahead and marked that in using a character from the Whimsical Cat holding a little Instagram icon thing. I don't know. She's so cute. It's like an app doodle. I don't know. It was cute. And then I used some strips of washi to come across the 19th and the 20th, and then I accidentally put the backpack doodle in the middle, but really I meant to mark Bachelor in Paradise because Bachelor in Paradise premieres on Mondays and Tuesdays. So like it was the first night of the premiere, so I was like really hype about it. And then I used that Bachelor in Paradise script from Chic Street Sticker Boutique, and then the backpack doodle was just to mark in, I had school on Monday, and well, it wasn't technically school. It was like, what was I technically doing? Because both of these things like went across both days, Monday and Tuesday. Oh, it was Meet the Teacher night. So I had Meet the Teacher night both nights. So I like made sure it touched the washi. And then I had Bachelor in Paradise both nights. So I like made sure that was on the washi. I'm just annoying, but that's what that was. And then on the 21st, I marked in that it was the first day of school using this cute little doodle from Toffee Bananas. Oops, Papershire. From Papershire. Sorry. And then on to the 15th, I just went back and I like filled in like this weird empty space with a glitter header overlay, and then I think I added that 5mm pink washi just to kind of fill it out because it looked kind of empty. Yes, a washi in every box. There's only one box in this entire spread that doesn't get washi, like that touches it, and it literally drives me insane. I'm probably gonna go back and fix it myself, but the reason why I put so much washi down is because I don't want to write on this. Like, I don't want to write down, oh, slept in, like, oh, moved shit around. Like, like, I don't want to write with my pen on it because I feel like the second my pen touches my planner, it looks ugly. So I'm, like, not here for it, which is why I just fill it with washi because no pens write on washi. You know what I'm saying, girl? We're sisters shook out here. On to the 22nd, I used a Library Day emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark in that I had to send out our new library schedule to all the teachers, and so that's what I did. And then I kind of just filled in some space with the like confetti washi from the from Simply Gilded. I'm a mess, sister. I told y'all I filmed like 4 videos today, so like that's only to be expected. Anyways, on to the 23rd. It was date night. As y'all know, I have date nights every Friday with my man, and if I don't, then I'm sad, and they usually like roll over to the weekend, or like I try to do it before, you know, like whatever, we make it happen. I see my man all the time. But we went to Mod Pizza, which is like this really good pizza place. It honestly, if you've never been, it's like a Chipotle, but for pizza. Like you go down the line and you're like, oh, can I have marinara sauce? Can I have pepperoni with bell pepper and sauce? I will never put bell pepper on my pizza. I don't know why I just said that. That's disgusting. I would never do that to myself. I don't like the taste of bell pepper, so that's why I'm not going there. Anyways, and then I also took another nap this day, so I used another Snorlax emoji. And yes, on the 24th, I used a Wonton in a Million like sticker at dim sum to mark in that I had dim sum with my family. And if you've never been to dim sum, it's basically like dumplings, and then people push dumplings around in carts and they bring it to your table. It's a Chinese breakfast tradition and it's fucking delicious. I love it. It's like my favorite. And then I also watched some Netflix that day. On to the 25th, I used a writing emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark in that I helped write out and address all of my brother's save the dates for his wedding. His fiance's handwriting is atrocious, and she was literally going to write them by herself. And I was like, ma'am, absolutely not. Like, miss ma'am, hard no. But it is what it is. And I think they ended up coming out really, really great. So I'm glad I got to help with that. And then I kind of just spent the night hanging out with my family. I think we watched like a movie or some shit. I don't really remember. But yeah, I like marked in my planner movie night or like family night, whatever. So it was a good time. And then on to the 26th, I had car duty and I was so fucking annoyed because parents were literally holding up my line. Like I get it. It was the first week of school. Like, or technically no, it was like, well, it's the first full week of school, and I get it. You're like a clinger, you're like a stage 5 clinger, and you want to hold on to your little baby for as long as you possibly can, but hear me out. As a teacher, I don't need you there. I really, truly don't. I really hate when parents are like lingering, like, oh, you're so sad to go to the first day. I'll just sit right here on the deck for 6 hours, and I'll see you at lunch right here. I'll be right here. I'm like, bitch, go away. Go. Please leave. Leave your child because you're making it harder. Like you are about to cry. Your kid is crying. You're making it hard on me. I'm about to cry because I'm going to punch you and I don't want to lose my job. Like, please, woman, leave. Even some men are out there doing it. I'm like, oh my God. So that was like super annoying. They were holding up my car line because they wanted to tell their kid like a whole fucking novel or like a eulogy as they were leaving. They were like, okay, bye. Have a great day. Know that your hazel eyes will be the last thing that I see before I close my eyes and cry and sob myself to sleep in the Chick-fil-A line. I miss you so much. I'm going to go get my Starbucks after Chick-fil-A and I'm going to think about you every single day. I'm going to get a caramel frappuccino because it's sweet just like you. I love you so much. Like, it was so stupid. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I pretty much just thought about that on the top of my head. I'm going to skip those next couple days because honestly, they're not going to be as interesting as the like example eulogy that I just gave to you just then. So if you want to go back and listen to that one more time, please do. I would be honored, bitch. But yeah, that was a good time. Basically between those 2 days, I like uploaded a YouTube video and then I went to the chiropractor and went shopping. Like that's pretty much all that you need to know. On to the 29th, however, I had dinner with my best friend. Maida, so I used a dinner with friend script from the Saucy Sticker Co to mark that in over top some washi, of course, and then I used a Happy Mail doodle from Samantha Mae Sticks to mark in that I had 5 Amazon packages delivered to my house because y'all are amazing and y'all bought off my Amazon wishlist to help support my classroom and my library at my school, and y'all are just amazing. I will link my Amazon wishlist down below if you would like to check out my Amazon wish list, help support my school, help support my kiddos. I basically just have books on there that my kids have been requesting for years, and I want to make sure they get them. Our highest priority is Diary of a Wimpy Kid books or Dogman books. Those are our absolute favorite. Dork Diaries as well. So yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for looking. Thank you for listening to me. Moving on. So yeah, that's what that was. And then on the 30th, I marked in over top some washi a whimsical cat girl who is crying because she is broke as fuck because I had to pay my very first car note, everyone. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am broke as a joke. I am spoiled my entire life. I've never had to pay for most of the things that have ever come into my life because my parents are so gracious and I love them so much. But that was the first time and I am sad about it. Budgeting, I have to meet that bitch because that was quite an adventure. Like, oh wow, the money that left my bank account. It is what it is. But yes. And then the last thing I marked is that I went shopping and I used an Ava Girl and then a shopping skirt from Kinsey's Creations. I rip both of these things on accident, so I like go back and I'm getting a replacement one. It's fine. Don't think too hard about it. And then I put that over top a quarter box, and then I kind of just ripped the quarter box to go with my like ripped washi-esque theme that I had going on. And then I use a laptop icon from the Otter Prints Co to mark in that I was just editing and like doing YouTube things on the computer all day. But that's gonna do it for me, y'all. That is everything that I did in the month of August. I mean, not everything, but like pretty much all the good parts, like condensed down, even a couple of bad parts. But yeah, I think it looked absolutely amazing in the end, and I love this style. So thank you, Mandy Plans, for heavily inspiring me. You are a queen, and I love you. So thank you so much for that. And then I just go in and I put this like little decorative sidebar down, and then I cut it down to size, and then that's literally all. So I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.